If you want to edit images non-destructively in Krita, layer masks are one of the most useful tools you can learn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use layer masks in Krita, including transparency masks, clipping masks, filter masks, and transform masks. By the end, you'll know how to hide parts of a layer, reveal them again, lock artwork to a shape, and apply effects without permanently changing your image. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy Krita tutorials. Let's jump in. First, let's talk about transparency masks, because this is the most common type of layer mask in Krita. A transparency mask lets you hide and reveal parts of a layer without deleting anything. That means if you make a mistake, you can simply paint it back in later. To add one, right-click the layer you want to edit, go to Add, and then choose Transparency Mask. Once the mask is attached, you'll see it appear alongside your layer. Now here's the important part. On a transparency mask, black hides and white reveals. If you paint with black on the mask, the corresponding part of the layer becomes invisible. If you paint with white, that area becomes visible again. This is incredibly useful for soft edits, detailed cutouts, photo cleanup, and precise image adjustments. You can also use shades of grey for partial transparency, which gives you smooth fading instead of a harsh cut. If you ever want to check what you're editing, remember that the mask controls visibility, not the actual artwork. So instead of erasing pixels, you're just telling Krita which parts to show or hide. That makes transparency masks a much safer way to work, especially if you're experimenting with compositions or detailed illustrations. Next up is the clipping mask, sometimes called locking a layer to a shape. This is great when you want one layer to stay inside the boundaries of another. For example, if you want to add shading, texture, or color variations without painting outside the shape, a clipping style setup is the right choice. In Krita, you do this by putting your layers inside a group folder, then clicking the alpha icon, the alpha symbol, on the top layer. That tells Krita to use the transparency of the base layer as the guide for the layers above it. In simple terms, the visible areas of the base shape act like a stencil. Anything you paint or place on the clipped layers will stay locked to that shape. This is super helpful for coloring character art, adding highlights to objects, or creating neat graphic designs with multiple effects layered cleanly on top of each other. If your edits seem to go outside the shape, double check that your layers are inside the correct group and that the alpha icon is enabled on the right layer. Now let's move on to utility masks, which are extremely powerful for non-destructive editing. The first one is the filter mask. To add it, right-click your layer, go to Add, and then choose Filter Mask. This lets you apply effects like blur or other filters without permanently changing the original layer. That means you can come back later and adjust or remove the effect whenever you want. If you're working on portraits, softening edges, or adding subtle atmosphere, a filter mask can save you a lot of time. The second utility mask is the Transform Mask. Again, right-click the layer, go to Add, and then choose Transform Mask. This lets you scale, warp, rotate, or otherwise transform a layer in a non-destructive way. Instead of permanently stretching the artwork, the transform stays editable. That is especially useful if you're still experimenting with composition, perspective, or layout, and don't want to commit too early. The big advantage of all these masks is flexibility. Instead of making permanent changes, you keep your workflow editable and reversible. That's one of the best habits you can build in Krita because it helps you work faster and avoid starting over when you need to make adjustments. So let's quickly recap. If you want to hide or reveal parts of a layer, use a transparency mask and paint with black to hide or white to reveal. If you want to keep artwork locked inside a shape, use a clipping style setup by placing layers in a group folder and enabling the alpha icon. And if you want non-destructive effects or edits, use a filter mask or a transform mask. Krita's masking system may seem a little confusing at first, but once you understand the basics, it becomes one of the most useful parts of the program. If this tutorial helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Krita guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.